Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Volfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to dehydrate celery. Now, first and foremost, you're going to want a large pot on the stove, and we're going to turn that on and bring it to a boil while we prepare our celery. Okay, here's some lovely celery I got from the farmer's market. And for those of you who are asking, yes, I will probably can some celery too, but I have not had a lot of luck with dehydrating celery in the past. So I found out it was because, well, you're supposed to parboil it. You're supposed to blanch it for at least a minute in boiling water. Otherwise, I just cut it up and dehydrated it, and what happened was it never rehydrated properly. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove the tops and the bottoms, and I'm going to put these in a separate strainer because I'm going to wash these and save these for vegetable stock later on. Actually, I will probably boil them and then give the leftovers to the pigs. And in the meantime, I'm going to cut these up because I make a lot of soups and stews in the winter time, and I don't know about anybody else, but celery is just one of those, I'm dropping it all over the place. Celery is just one of those ingredients that just goes with everything. Okay. Once I get this all cut up, I will pick out all the bits of leaves and things. Some of these inner leaves I may actually just leave in here for dehydrating because they do also lend a lot of flavor to soups and stews. Now once I have this all cut up, we'll be back. Okay, while my water's coming to a boil and my celery is all chopped up, I'm going to prepare my trays. Now, you can use the fruit leather trays if you wish, but I don't like using this without some kind of protection because celery gets really tiny when it dehydrates. And I don't want to use the fruit leather trays for the simple reason is it's a lot of extra plastic for the heat to go through. So I just take myself a piece of parchment paper, and these can be washed and reused again and again. And I'm going to go to the center here, and I'm going to cut off just the point. I folded it in 4, and I'm going to take off the corner, just like that. And there we go. And this isn't perfectly circular, so I'm just going to do this. Because once you have the first one cut to your liking, you can go ahead and use it as a template for the rest. Okay, here's our water boiling. We're just going to take our celery, I'm going to pop it in there, and we're going to bring this back up to a boil and boil it for 1 full minute. Okay, our celery's been boiling for 1 minute, and now we're going to drain it and run it under cold water, and then we're going to put it in the dehydrator. Okay, here we are. Now I always like to leave or put 1 extra, if I can, on the bottom, 1 extra tray. That helps air circulation better. I'm just going to cover my hole, and I'm going to take half of my strained celery, and I'm just going to put a nice layer of it. You don't want it too thick. You want as much air circulation around it as possible, but this stuff really does dry up very, very tiny. Give it a shake. There we go. We'll take our little spacer off. And I think 2 trays is just the right amount. Whoops, spilling it all over the place. If I find this isn't drying fast enough, I will add another tray. You may want to do this in 3 trays, but this should be fine. Take off our little spacer, put our lid on, and we're going to set this at 135 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to dehydrate these for 8 to 10 hours. Okay, here is our dehydrated celery. Now, it does not look like much, but I'll tell you folks, because celery is 90% water, you get a lot of celery in one little bit. This is less than a pint, and that was 3 full stalks of celery. This is the Mrs. Volfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. When you're canning and you're harvesting, do some dehydrating too. Take care, bye-bye.